Adhesive capsulitis or frozen shoulder. What is it and what exercises should you be doing? Adhesive capsulitis is a condition involving pain, stiffness and loss of range of motion at the shoulder joint. The shoulder is a ball and socket joint, and just like any other synovial or moving joint in your body, the joint is covered by joint capsule, and this is connective tissue which encapsulates the joint to keep all the synovial fluid and all the parts of that joint inside of the joint. And what happens with adhesive capsulitis, due to no known cause, is there is a tightening and thickening of that capsule, almost like shrink wrap around that joint, and it makes it really difficult to move your shoulder in the way that you want it to, and it can be quite painful with lots of muscle spasms in and around that shoulder. With adhesive capsulitis, it occurs in 3 stages: freezing, frozen and thawing. So with freezing, there's a lot of pain in and around the shoulder, and there's the start of the stiffness in through the shoulder. During frozen, there's a decrease in that pain level, but there's definite lack of range of motion and stuckness, particularly in that flexion and external rotation ranges of motion. And in that thawing phase, you're starting slowly to progressively get that range of motion back, and this can take 6 months or up to 3 years to heal. But the positive thing is, if you get an early diagnosis and receive treatment throughout this process, you can speed up your recovery process. Today we're going to go over a couple of exercises that can help you in your recovery process from frozen shoulder. For this first exercise, I'm going to be using a 1 kilo weight. I would recommend starting with something a bit lower than that, potentially a 500 gram can of food that you have at home, and then as you're starting to feel better, you can progressively increase that weight. So for this exercise, we're going to grab our weight in the hand of our affected shoulder, and we're going to come forward into a forward posture. You can grab onto something for support, and for this you're going to start swinging your body so your weight is tractioning down through your arm and you're getting motion in through your shoulder. And you can do up to 20 of those, and then you can change the direction. And it's important with this that you're moving your body weight. It's not just your shoulder contracting and getting that motion, it's about getting that relaxation, the traction, the stretching in through that joint capsule. And you can change that up to get pure flexion and progressively getting more range. So starting off with smaller range and then building up as your range of motion improves, and also across body as well. It's important that you're getting a gentle stretch with this, and it shouldn't be too tightening and aggravating in through that shoulder. For this last exercise, we're going to be using a broom or any sort of long implement you have at your house, whether it's a set of crutches, a pipe, whatever you have. With this exercise, you're going to be having a really strong grip on your non-affected side, and then your other hand's just going to be resting on the other side. And then we're going to use the strength on our non-affected side to pull us up into flexion. So just as far as your range of motion is, and then slowly improving, really stretching in through that joint capsule until you can get back to that full range of motion. And that's going to take some time to get there, but repetition is key. So doing 20 to 30 of these each day. And then you can also change that up into other ranges of motion. So if you turn your hand onto the bottom side, and then we're going to be going into external, so it's really important here that your elbow is flush with your waist, coming out, and again progressively increasing from those small ranges out into those larger as your range of motion improves. Generally tend to focus on that flexion and external rotation, but you can also do extensions like this, and you can also do behind your back internal rotations as well. But I find those can be a little bit irritating, and I really want you guys to focus on that flexion and external rotation. That was a quick explanation of adhesive capsulitis or frozen shoulder, and a few exercises you can try. I hope that helped, guys, and we'll see you soon.